Waiting for the camera to load up. There we are. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Thursday evening episode of Ted's Brew Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted, the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube. Now, obviously I didn't do some episodes last weekend because I was up in London visiting some of my family, and I just kind of fancied a bit of a break to get my brain juices back, so yeah, here I am. Now, on my travels to South East London, I went to a brewery in Peckham, actually, called the Brick Brewery, and they're a little sort of independent brewery right near Peckham Rye, and they're pretty well known in the local area, but I feel like, considering they're a pretty independent business, I feel like they'd probably deserve a little bit more recognition. So today I'm going to be taking a look at one of the beers I got from them when I was up there last weekend, and that is their Peckham Rye, which is a red ale. So what I liked the look of about these guys is they've got quite a few different beers that they produce themselves, but they're all sort of pretty sort of like self-explanatory. They do have some slightly more crafty sort of beers that are a bit more out there, but their main line of beers like this one are much more sort of, you know what you're getting into. And with sort of smaller, perhaps more craft kind of breweries like this, I really appreciate that sometimes. And obviously I'm not criticising them for like being more explorative and creative, but having something that's just simple and to the point like this, love it. So yeah, this is just a good Honest Joe's simple red ale, and I am thoroughly looking forward to it, because I generally tend to have a pretty good experience with red ales. Some can be a bit meh, but generally I've never had one that's below a 6 out of 10, so I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, this should be good. And I really like the design of the can as well. You've obviously got the brick sort of mosaic design on the can there, referencing the name of the brewery, what with it being called Brick Brewery. And yeah, it's just a nice mixture of welcoming, friendly colours. I get the impression of going to a London tube station to see my family when I go, when I see this can. You know, the mixture of red with the cream, different shades of cream that is, on this sort of brick mosaic is actually quite handsome. So yeah, I like the look of the can very much. I'll give that a solid 10 out of 10. Very, very handsome indeed. Now, I got a 6-pack of these beers, specifically the Peckham Rye sort of kind of looking beers, with this brick mosaic design on the can. And from Brick Brewery, that 6-pack was 12 quid, so you know, you could sort of nail it down to being about like £2 per can roughly. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty reasonable price. About £2 to £3 a can for craft brewery isn't actually that bad. So yeah, and this is a, let me see, this one is a 4.7% alcohol beer. So yeah, not too terrible. So let's give it a sniff and see what our first impressions are like. They should be decent enough. So getting this smooth earthiness with an after smell of thyme. Bit odd, but it's welcoming enough. It's perhaps just not what I expected, but it smells really nice. Doesn't linger on the nostrils, kind of smooths itself out. Very simple, very nice. Yeah, good solid 9 out of 10 for the smell there. Really, really lovely. So anyway, first of all though, we'll have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water. And then on to the most important part of the video. And to everyone watching at home, bottoms up and have a great weekend ahead. It's funny actually. It's got the sort of slight tint of oakiness in the undertones, and the sort of hearty finish of like a red ale. But the texture and the main through line of the flavour more so reminds me of a lager, which is not what I was expecting. That being said, this is definitely a lighter red ale, so I feel like that mixture of flavours and textures actually probably works here quite well. Generally speaking, it's probably not the red ale for everyone out there, but I do like it purely because it's a slightly lighter red ale. generally speaking, I do like my red ales to be pretty hefty and punchy, but it's also good to have like variations of these sort of things, so you can try out a different range of flavours and interpretations of the same thing. So generally speaking, I would say it's actually pretty good, and I would definitely try it. I would say that there are probably like red ales I probably slightly prefer more, but generally speaking, this is a really good entry point for getting into that kind of beer. So it's definitely a really nice one drink. So I'd say it's more of like a relaxation beer more than anything, obviously. And I'd say that if you're going to pair it up with something, honestly, just like some beer nuts. Nothing too complicated, but yeah, it's got a very simple flavour, sort of very oakiness to it, mixed with a sort of slight lager tart crispness, and a very sort of light, mildly fizzy texture, with a sort of a good sort of like 50-50 of like a wet and dry finish. Makes for a very nice, light and very refreshing take on a red ale, a very classic type of red ale as well. So I'll give it a good solid 8.15. No, you know what, I'll be generous. I'll give it an 8.25. Yeah, 8.25. I think solid stuff all round. I think that the main body of it could be a little bit fuller. The texture could do with maybe being a little bit smoother. And strangely enough, I'd actually turn back the fizziness a little bit. Plus, I'd also increase that sort of oaky sort of tint to be a bit fuller. But that being said, this is still a really, really good beer, and I would thoroughly recommend it. So yeah, if you guys like this video as well, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any agreements or disagreements with anything I've said in this video, leave a like, share and subscribe, or leave your ideas in the comment section below. As well as that, also leave any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar in the comment section below. Check out all my other social medias and yibba yabbas in the video description down below. And there probably won't be an episode tomorrow on Friday, so I'll probably see you guys on Saturday and or Sunday. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, share and subscribe. I already said that twice. And until next time, have fun, stay safe or whatever you're doing. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.